thesmartlocal.com.
You know, when I was like struggling in life, right, I always tell myself like, I want to change for my mother. You know, I want to change for my children. But I forget that, you know, I first need to start living for myself first. Welcome to the confession room. Could you share what are you struggling with? I'm an ex-convict and I've been struggling with drugs for 16 years before coming to a stop just in the recent years. When I just step back into society, I think my real struggle is what I'm going to do, how I'm going to take care of my mother. My real concern is like what I'm going to work because for the past 10 over years I haven't been working. Then I don't have education, I don't have any skills. So yeah, quite lost in my direction.
I sort of can empathize and understand what you're going through because I myself am an ex-convict and I do face the struggles that you face. What is the biggest struggle that you face?
Because when I just came out, I was like working food delivery. Like I don't know what I'm going to do, you know, I don't have an aim, I don't have a purpose. You know, then due to my addiction, you know, I have failed marriages, you know, I failed twice and I never hold on to a job for more than like 1 month, you know. So I rather not be working because I know I'm not going to do this for long, so why not just don't do you know. So I always give up. So when I came out, I'm very afraid that I will give up again, but thank God this time I didn't you know. I just continue to persevere and just work and slowly figure things out.
So what is your aim now?
Now I just want to work and build a family with my current partner So because like I say, you know, I failed twice in marriage due to my drug addiction. Then I know this time I cannot fail anymore You know, in my past marriage I have children, but I never managed to do my role as a father to them. So you know, this time when I want to build my family, I really want to do my role well, even as a husband, as a father. But the first thing that I want to do is I want to do my role as a son towards my mother
But how do you set about going to do that? I mean, a dream will always remain a dream unless you take steps into fulfilling that dream. Right? So steps must be taken, steps must be planned, and then once you have that plan, you go forward and do that plan regardless of what you face, what obstacles, what challenges that comes in your life.
Other than just simply working, I also want to set time apart to do what you know, what God has given me like my calling, you know, I'm not only able to reach out to the people who have been struggling with drugs, but also towards their family. I also want to set time apart just for my family you know.
I guess for me, my encouragement to you is, if you really desire a change, be brave enough to step out of your comfort zone. Because if you don't, I can only say one thing: history will repeat itself again.
You know, when I was struggling in life, I always tell myself I want to change for my mother. You know, I want to change for my children. But I forget that, you know, I first need to start living for myself first So when I was in prison, my last sentence, I've encountered many people. The person reached out to me saying hey, I need help, you know, I need your advice, you know, things like that. You know, I've been struggling with this, I've been struggling with that. Then also their family. Then I start to feel that, hey, my life, you know, I can reach out to people, you know.
Always remember, you are the beacon of light, the beacon of hope, all right? Don't discount the fact of how important you are to people who feel that there's no hope left. Hope can be the last strand of energy that someone clings onto when there's absolutely nothing left in that person's life. So how long have you stayed off drugs?
About 2 years, two,
Okay.
3, 2 year plus. 2 year plus.
Do you think it's easy?
I think it's very difficult at the start because when I was 16 years old, I've been taking drugs all the way already. Things cannot change if we never like do anything, you know. So I went to a halfway house, you know, I just walked in like to many people, you know, at first I was also like unwilling to sacrifice the freedom, you know. I walked into a halfway house, then things started to change. What about you? How long have you been serving in prison?
Personally, I have served all in all like 20 years. Like you, I have a drug problem. But my 20 years is not all one shot. It's a few times I go in. So like you, I also face a lot of struggles. You said the first 2 years, when you came out, it was very difficult. I've been out 6 years already. And I tell you, it is still difficult for me. In the first 2 years, I've had constant nightmares. Nightmares of me taking drugs, nightmares of me getting caught by the police again. And you know how dreams are? Dreams are so real, you know, you suddenly just jump out of bed and your heart is pounding, like racing 100 miles per hour. And then suddenly you realize, oh, I'm safe, I'm in my room. You said that you desire change. Even before I came out, I told myself I have to change, because if I don't, history will repeat itself again. So even in prison, I thought to myself, what steps must I take to ensure that my goal is met? That was where I decided that in order to effect that change, I have to cut off ties with all my friends. Okay, so who do you want to change for?
Also share with my girlfriend, I say, hey, I want to play TikTok. You know, I play social media.
Since you started social media, what are the negative comments that you got?
The most common ones are like things like, hey, you know, a drug addict will always be a drug addict. You cannot change one. You know, ex-convict is always ex-convict. Ever since I started social media, you know, I'm prepared for all these negative and hate comments. Then the only way to react to this, right, is to don't react at all. You know, so I don't reply to hate comments and negative comment at all.
And like what you said, it's very good that you are prepared for all this, because they are going to come. More is going to come your way. I'm curious, what is your support system?
You know, I'm very blessed. You know, all along, my mother never give up on me. For somebody that is taking care of me every single day, seeing me, right? You know, I think 16 years is a very, very long, torturous years. After I say, Mommy, why you never give up on me? Like, you know, I so jialat. She said, I know you are not like that, you know, because she take care of me since I'm young, you know, before I started to take drugs. So she understand my character, she know me. She said, you are not like that, you know. I think it's all this drug, because of all this drug. So she have been supporting me, you know, prison visit, never miss. Even when I halfway house, you know, every week she will cook for me, you know, she will bring down for me. Other than that, I still got like a few very close friends who were drug addicts before. They never give up on me also. They keep on motivating me and stuff like this. Whenever, like last time when I remember the last few relapse, my friend will talk to me, you know, whole day, you know, talk to me for hours. You know, like somebody that never take drugs want to go and entertain somebody that is still taking drugs, right? Like, you know, we take drugs, we want to talk, you know, we want to like say. But my friend keep on supporting me. Then right now, I'm receiving a lot of support from the public, you know, a lot of encouragement. Then if you were to ask me, hey, so you still got temptation or not? I tell you, honestly, there are few times that I got very strong temptation. Then I remember all this encouragement from my social media. A lot of encouragement. I really remember that. I play it in my mind. You know, wow, I cannot, you know, like, I cannot disappoint so many people. All these supports are very, very useful, honestly. It helped me a lot.
You know, first time I went to prison, I guess my mom hoped that my stint in prison would scare me, would wake me up. You know, the first day I came out, I called a taxi and I went to take heroin first before I went back home. So when I reached home, I was high. My mom could tell that I was high. You know, when she opened the door, I still can remember that disappointment on her face. Door opened, she was very happy, and then when she looked at my face, you can just see the whole face like change, you know. Right? Like, why did he do it again? So things like this, I don't want to forget. I want to remember it over and over and over again. Because it's things like this that will keep me on the straight and narrow. I need to ask you this. What do you hope to see, or what do you hope to do moving forward?
I think other than like, you know, being a support to people who are struggling, you know, there are people contacting me, say, hey, can you like help me share my story, you know, I don't discourage, I totally encourage anybody to step forward to share their story, but they need to understand like there is a huge responsibility to shoulder on, because once you come out and share your story, right, you carry that weight and responsibility. What I hope to achieve and see is that in the next few months onwards, right, I will be able to really take good care of my mother with not just financial support, but also like I want to spend my free time with her lah. So brother, how about you? Like I also very curious, like what do you hope to see in your coming future, or what are you working towards?
Like you, I want something very simple. I want to live. I've been out 6 years and I get to experience a lot of things, a lot of normal life that I've never experienced before. And honestly, I like it. I like it a lot. So what I want to do is to experience and live life a bit.
Okay, I just want to thank brother for giving me the reminders and the advice. Then this chat also really like got me reminded about certain things that like what this brother have shared. You know, so there are things that we don't want to forget. You know, we want to be constantly reminding ourselves. You know, even though it might not be a very happy like past but there are still things that we can bring it out. I just want to share to the youngsters. I mean, last time I always procrastinate a lot of things. You know, I always tell myself, hey, I'm 18 years old only. You know, I still got time. You know, I think if let's say you have a dream, a positive one, you know, set your goals like what this brother has shared. You know, have to work towards your dreams. You have to work towards your target. I really learned a lot through my procrastination, and I also like pay a lot you know, through my procrastination. I think we need to really work hard since young So yeah, and always be positive
So for myself, I want to thank you for your candor. Thank you for being so open about your struggles. And to the public, I just want to say this. Always remember about the cat. Curiosity and how the cat died. Right? There are some lines in life you cannot cross, because once you cross, you are screwed. So drugs is one of them. Don't dabble in things that you don't know of and which will screw up your life. So drugs is one thing. Don't try. If you have not tried it, don't. You know, we ex-offenders we are humans too. And you know what? If you're willing to give us a chance, I'm telling you, you will discover that we are one of the most hardworking and loyal people you will ever meet.
I was sad my parents are going to be like, I could see everything right in front of me happening, and I wasn't feeling anything. And that was when I got really scared because I got no emotions. And then that's when I called the helpline and I talked to this person on the line, and this person was trying to talk to me and trying to understand me.